Does this only work with an amortized mortgage slash loan or any lending system? So here's what we're talking about. If they're charging you interest, you can always save interest. Now, if I could get a loan at 0% interest, wouldn't that be great? Where I would pay absolutely no interest. So anytime you're making a payment, everything you pay goes to principal to pay back the loan. The interest is what makes it difficult because out of your payment, too much of that money that you're trying to make the payment with goes to interest. So it makes the money that you're paying inefficient in that way. So if I'm paying $1 towards my debt and 30 cents of that dollar goes towards the debt, but 70 cents of that dollar goes to interest, do you see how inefficient that becomes? So what we're doing is showing you how the bank does what they do, and we're going to switch up that math so that it works better for you. So greater percentage of each dollar goes to principal and a lesser percentage goes to interest. And it has nothing to do with how much money you have. It all has to do with the bank's timing. And if you disrupt their timing, it makes it impossible for them to charge you all the interest that they want to charge. So having the right time and having the right amount, it is a ton of work in the background. So this is why we engage a computer to do all the calculations. So let me give you an example of what we're talking about. And you're going to love this one, Kenyatta. Kenyatta, are you there?
I am here.
Kenyatta, you know how you love that example of the power of the penny?
I love that example.
So here's what we're going to talk about now, Kenyatta. I'm going to take the power of the penny to a whole new level that we never talked about before. Are you ready for that?
Show me.
Okay. So we know that because the bank charges daily interest, it matters what day you make a payment on. I mean, that's not going to be hard to kind of really wrap our minds around. All right. Because the longer we wait, the more expensive the loan becomes. I mean, that's just going to be kind of standard. So here's what we want you to do. We want you to know that we can break this thing down depending on the month, how much interest you can save per penny. Right, Kenyatta?
Absolutely. I think in your example is 1 penny saves you 7. Is
Yep.
that right?
But that was in a particular month. On another month, it won't save you that much money. Oh, yeah. So if we choose the wrong month and it was saving, every penny saves that much in interest if you have the right amount of money at the same time in the same month as well. So we're going to break this down just a little bit further. Do you know if you have a certain amount of money that when a computer looks at how much to pay, Kenyatta, the computer doesn't look at the fact that you have $100 or $500 or $1. It looks at how many pennies you have. Did you know that?
I did not know that. That's way cool.
Okay, because that's how computers work. Because if I can give you an answer that says you need to move $327.62, it has to look at every penny to be able to stop at 62 cents, correct?
Absolutely.
So when it looks at how much money you have, the computer is not smart. It's just fast in calculating. So what it does, Kenyatta, if you have a certain amount of money to work with, let's just say this month, Kenyatta has $500 to work with. So how much of that $500 should go into debt reduction? You know what the computer has to do? Take 1 penny and move it on every day in every month on every loan. And then it takes 2 pennies and then 3 pennies and then 4 pennies and moves it on every day and every month on every loan till it comes up with the right number of pennies on the right day on the right loan where it comes up with $327.62.
That sounds like the computer is actually optimizing how much the penny is worth at that point.
Exactly. But it has to look at every penny that we're working with on every day on every loan. So it's not a simple calculation at all. It's just very, very fast. So computers aren't smart. They're just fast. Because what if you had to do that?
We'll be a minute.
So does that help you to appreciate power of the penny that much more now?
I love it even more now.
Come on, folks. Come on, folks. I hope I answered that question. And yeah, it works with any lending system. All we need to do is put the amortization schedule into our program, and the program does all of the math and tells you exactly how much interest you're going to be able to save.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.